Now I removed this magazine release, being really hard. Release the magazine. I sanded it before because it was so sharp. It would be cutting my finger when I'd be pushing this to release the magazine. Or my partner found it too hard. My parents found it too hard. I still found it hard, so I replaced it with the Corson Firearms Extended Magazine Release. And it was easy. All you do is just remove this pin, smacking it down. I use this and the back of this, so it was just quick. You see how there's a spring in there? It ends up popping forward. When you slide this in, you're gonna slide it in front of that spring and put your thumb inside there and push down. And then when you see here looking like that, where you can see through to the other side, that's when you slide the pin back the same way it came out. And then it'll go fairly easy right in there, and then you just finish tapping it in all the way. And then it makes it to where it's easy for the magazine to be released. I have the original Mark I magazine, and it looks totally different from the Mark I that I have bought from Ruger. You can see the difference is this here. So when I stick this through the thing, no issue. The remake for the Mark I, they stuck this out so this gets scraped up. So I'm gonna have to just take everything out of this and tap this flat, so that way it's not an issue. It's so much easier now. And then you see that it lines up how it's supposed to. That's good for me. Look at that. It just pops it out. Like, take it with you. Take it with you. Those who have a Mark I, this is a benefit. But what I'm gonna end up doing now is I'm gonna sand this down a little bit so it matches where I had sanded down on this one, because I don't need that to be sharp, scratchy, nothing. And I know it's the little thing, but I'm always trying to round out stuff so that it's not catching on nothing. Being a Mark I, you know, it shouldn't have been made like that. Because the specific said Mark I, it don't look nothing like this. And this is also made with the plastic, whereas this is metal. So I definitely like the original ones more than the new ones. But this is definitely better. But I wanted another magazine, so I got a plastic one. And I assumed this would at least be metal, but it was plastic too. And for this to fit, I had to cut down the bottom. You can see that. I had to cut that down with my knife, because I had to make it match how thin that is. So it's like the same. Otherwise it wouldn't even accept it. Come on, man, plastic for the price? No way. If this was like $5, $10, yeah. But this was $27, not worth it. In my opinion, try and find these. These are more worth it. So now that's done, I'm happy. Everyone's gonna be happy to be able to use this. And now I'm gonna get started on working on my darling SIG P938. Because you know me, I'm always doing something extra. I went on ahead and sanded it down.